You've been wasting my time, Varric. It stops now.
Seeker, you wound me.
The champion nearly starts a war, and you're all too happy to bury it beneath your words. You will tell me about the Qunari.
What's left to say? The Arishok was killed and a champion crowned.
And yet we had Orlesians threatening sanctions of every kind and measure. What happened at Chateau Hain? What happened with Tallis?
You've heard about her?
We had someone there, but they lacked your access. Whatever Tallis was to the champion, it seems like it angered a nation.
Thousands of lives were at stake, Seeker.
Perhaps one still is.
Nicely non-specific. All right, let me set the scene. An ambush, an invitation, a hunting party. All because of Tallis.
And of course, there's no one.
All I know is it had something to do with you and nobles. Edge is usually very reliable.
This is normally when we're ambushed.
Why? It's not always an ambush. All right. Maybe sometimes it's an ambush.
And there is the champion of Kirkwall. You die today.
Oh!
Kill her! Kill all of them!
Well, what are you waiting for? Sloppy. You'd think the crows would be better at this. They've been doing it for ages.
Were these crows a gift from you? That's generous.
Oh, I didn't arrange this, but it's no coincidence I'm here. My name is Tallis, and I've been looking for you.
Looking for me?
Looking for the woman who has an invitation to Chateau Hain, to be specific.
Oh, that's what Edge was on about. You remember? Duke Prosper, the one who fawned all over you at the Champion of Kirkwall banquet. He talked about a hunt.
I doubt I'd go to such a thing.
I was hoping you'd reconsider. The Duke is a delightful host, or so I hear.
Let me guess, this isn't just a social call?
I need to relieve him of something he has no right to possess. And I can't do it alone.
You want to rob him?
Well, stealing from Orlesians is never wrong. Or so I've been told.
There's always a catch. Nobody ever helps us unless there's a catch.
This isn't how I was planning to ask you this. I was picturing an introduction with less blood.
What makes you think I steal things just because people ask me to?
I may have talked you up a bit. Maybe more than once.
Oh, Varric.
What? You'd rather I told everyone you were a mage?
All I've heard is that you get things done. I'm hoping that's true.
Why not? I hear the Orlesians make excellent cheese.
That's right. You're Ferelden, aren't you?
We're not actually dog people, despite whatever rumors you've heard.
I'll keep that in mind.
So tell me, what exactly is it you want to steal?
A jewel. The Duke thinks it's valuable, and it is. Just not in the way he believes. What's more, he shouldn't have it in the first place. He who wishes to walk on water must first learn to swim. Come with me to Chateau Haine. I'll explain everything on the way. If nothing else, you get fine wine and fancy company. But I hope you want more than that.
So, you trust this woman who just leapt off a rooftop into the middle of an ambush with the crows?
I didn't have anything to do with the ambush.
I wasn't asking if you did.
I'm pretty sure she's not a Templar, Anders.
The jewel we're after is called the Heart of the Many.
Interesting name.
Interesting jewel. All I care about is getting it away from the Duke. Here's the problem. The heart is in a vault, behind who knows what kind of traps. Protected by a private army of Orlesian chevaliers. All inside a fortress that was designed to be impregnable. And let's not forget, it's on the side of a mountain, in the middle of nowhere, surrounded by monsters.
Andrastes, dear Prosper. When is this going to get started?
Presently. All right, everyone? You'll know the tradition, yes? The first to find and slay a wyvern wins the honors of the evening. And bragging rights, of course. Good luck to you all.
Lovely day for a hunt, don't you agree? Very outdoorsy.
Ah, the champion of Kirkwall. These are honored guests. Please excuse Kahir. A polite bodyguard is a contradiction in terms, or so I am told.
A chastened? Here?
Oh yes, you are Ferelden, aren't you? You would know these people.
I know of Darkspawn too, but I generally don't let them breathe on me.
No, he breathes on all the guests. Think of it as a rite of passage. And who is this lovely specimen?
You flatter me, Your Grace.
And I see you brought a manservant or two, already armed and armored. Wonderful. I must say, your presence is a surprise. When we spoke at the banquet, you seemed uninterested when I mentioned our hunt.
It's a favorite pastime of mine to find things and kill them, actually.
So I hear. At any rate, I won't keep you from the hunt. Wouldn't want you to fall behind the others, yes?
I don't think I've ever encountered a wyvern before.
And why would you? There are exceptional beasts, magnificent cousins to the mighty dragon. My only advice? Beware their poison. It's the deadliest thing about them, as well as the most valuable.
Their poison is valuable.
Indeed. From it can be brewed Aquae Lucidius, a libation adored even by the Empress herself.
The nobility feast upon poison. How appropriate.
But here you are wasting valuable time on questions. Do you wish the others to beat you to the prize?
The sooner we get to the celebration, the happier I'll be.
Oh, I quite agree. The festivities cannot come soon enough. Good luck to you, my lady. Remember, fortune favors the bold.
You have come a long way to join our Duke, Sirrah. You'll pardon me for saying that you do not seem like a hunter. A word of caution since you are new to this. Wyverns spit venom. Their victims suffer terrible pain before they die.
Death is always the result, then?
Depending on exposure, it may take days. But yes, death is always the outcome if the poison isn't treated.
Since people hunt these creatures successfully, I imagine there's a trick to learn.
Ah, there are many tricks. It is best not to face the beasts head-on. Flank them. Blind them if you can.
Slow, agonizing death? This sounds less and less like a fun outing in the woods.
Well, the venom can be treated, though it is not simple to do so. A distillation of herbs, equal parts Drakevein, Andraste's mantle, and winterberry, can counteract the poison. May the Maker's luck grace your hunt. Be safe, Sirrah.
Please, stop making such a fuss.
Manservant.
It's only a cover.
I'd like to cover him with 6 feet.
So these are the hunting grounds.
What are we supposed to do? Beat the bushes with sticks?
We just need to look for signs and be careful. We get this over with, we get into the keep.
And that's where the jewel is.
That's where the jewel is.
Sylvain! Here, boys! Have you seen a pair of coursers? I've been calling and calling, but it is no use. Nicodemus should know better. But Sylvain never had an ounce of sense in his head.
Just so you're aware, I have no idea what you're talking about. But feel free to keep rambling.
Ferelden's. I've lost my dogs, of course. They took off after a stag, and the Maker only knows where they've gotten to now. Please, you must help me find them.
If I see your dogs, I'll let you know.
May Andraste guide you.
Sylvain! Dinner time!
Foolish hound. Get back here. I am told wyverns roost in the trees. Perhaps if we shake them.
Hunting for sport. Is it wrong of me to cheer for the wyverns?
Just ignore them.
I think this is from a Samir bird. The Tevinters hunt them. The feathers are supposed to have magical properties.
I think we found something. We've a hint of the beast! After it!
There is something in there. A nest, perhaps.
Stay down.
Oh, blessed Andraste, thank you. I thought I'd die out here. I've been trapped here since last night.
I know I'm going to regret this, but why are you standing out here in your small clothes?
Ghasts were chasing me. I thought I could leave false trails. The truth told, I'm not looking for the Wyvern. I'm a scholar from Cumberland, researching an Avar cult that once lived here. They worship the Lady of the Skies to the exclusion of all other gods. I'm searching for their shrine.
Maybe I can look for it while I'm hunting.
Rumors say they were driven from their last refuge. They left a great treasure in the goddess's keeping. But the mountain has defeated me. Please, take my research and see if you can do anything with it. I will try to make it back to camp. Good luck to you, Sirrah.
I'm no hunter, but I'll wager that's a sign.
There you go, Hawke. It seems we're on the trail.
Someone alert the Empress.
Champion of Kirkwall? Fancy title.
The only one in Kirkwall not completely insane was considered.
So, do you get a stipend? They let you rule the city?
They gave me a medal. It's shiny.
Oh, a wyvern kill. Some kind of holla or something.
That could be a tunic.
Don't know, don't care. It's bait they liked for some reason. watch out. There may be chests.
From a hole.
Cave, technically.
For a slaughtering ground, it's actually rather pretty.
The Montfort family inherited this mountain from a clan of Navarran dragon hunters. Well, maybe inherited is the wrong word. What do you call it when you kill someone in order to get all their stuff?
Adventuring.
Look, I think he wants us to follow him. Wyvern poison. I'm almost certain. Poor thing.
We'll have to leave him here.
We could tell his owner where he is. I don't know that it'll help much, though.
The Orlesians hunt these things as a game. That is not the sound of a creature that plays games.
Another one.
Ugh, well, at least we're getting closer.
Looking for clues.
Ah, Hawke stepped in the poopy.
Ooh, nug bones. I wonder if a nug call would help attract a wyvern.
You know a nug call?
You go elbow deep in wyvern shit, and I'm the weird one?
Added to what we have already. Is it enough to draw one out of hiding?
I'd say so. A little one. Probably all we need. In the right spot, no doubt. Wait, what happened to the birds and everything? Uh-oh.
Next time, could we hunt something small and cuddly? Maybe vegetarian?
What was your father like?
You could never get a straight answer out of the man. Everything was a joke. People say I take after him.
You know, you're the only person I've met with a mage parent she actually remembers. At the Circle, any accidental babies are taken away before the mother even sees them.
And the Chantry says it's all about protecting families.
This hobnobbing with the nobility suits you.
Well, well, well.
Is that wyverns mating?
Could we mimic that?
No. Oh, the sound. Right, yes. I can try that.
Everything the old Huntmaster said we needed for an antidote.
I don't think there's enough for a person, though. Maybe we can find a use for it. He looks worse. Do you think he's in a lot of pain?
Here's a use for that antidote we made.
Who's a cute puppy? I suppose we can't keep him, can we? His owner is probably waiting back at camp.
I'm in your debt, madame. Please accept this with my thanks.
Fare ye well, the mighty hunter. Is your family really from Kirkwall? I heard you were Ferelden.
My mother's family is from Kirkwall. We left for Eldon during the Blight.
Makes sense. Did you know the Warden?
No, but I understand she's some kind of relative.
Really? Why am I not surprised? That must be the altar that weird old guy mentioned. What do his notes say? I guess that scholar was right about something. I've got kind of a bad feeling about this place, though.
juggernaut.
Not our prey, I suspect.
Do dragons and wyverns even mix? I don't think so.
So if we drop part of this in the right spot, we might lure a wyvern out to protect its territory.
Good thought. Do that.
This is going to go badly for them.
Never mind this lot. Well, the trail suggests wyverns just love this place to bits. If we were going to find one, it'd be here. Yes, I think this would be the place to find a wyvern. And room enough to kill the thing without getting sat on. They're not stupid, though. We'll need some really good bait.
Think we have enough bait to draw one in?
It may not entice a more experienced creature, but how much wyvern do we need to impress the Duke? I mean, something big would be fun, but we're here for other reasons.
I'm not here to impress anyone. Let's bring in something manageable. What?
Nothing. All right, let's see what we have. Plop that down for starters. Actually, that should do it. Let's see if it's feeding time.
If it isn't the Ferelden turnip. They say you are a champion of some backwater city in the east. Quite an achievement, I'm sure. I suggest you run along with your servants while you have the chance. This wyvern was mine to kill, not yours. Mine! 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 I paid good coin to be the one who wins this contest. It was my turn!
Oh, I didn't realize the Duke was offering charity to his more useless guests. My mistake.
I will not accept such talk from a backwater mongrel!
You do realize this woman has nasty little thugs like you for breakfast, I hope?
Only when we're out of pancakes.
More insolence! From a knife ear this time! I can't take no more of this! Kill them all! We can't say the wyvern was too much for them!
Now, what is going on here?
Prosper! This blasted she-bitch tried to steal my rightful kill!
Now, is that any way to speak of the champion of Kirkwall, Baron?
This is your fault for inviting a stinking turnip in the first place! Your mother would be ashamed!
Says the man whose mother has slept with half of Valchevin. My apologies. Arlange has always been a cheat. What would you have done with him?
You're not suggesting...
Why not? You believe Arlange would have stopped short of murder, given the chance?
His blood smells worse than the wyvern's. Best keep it where it is.
You hear that, Arlange? It behoves you to leave while you still can.
Fine. I will go.
Congratulations on finding the wyvern. It looks like a fine one indeed. There will be a celebration in the chateau courtyard. Do attend when you're ready.
Well,
Victory.
We won.
That was... very merciful.
That's not a bad word, you know.
We should go to the chateau. Time to practice your table conversation.
And my Orlesian accent.
Right. Done with the wyverns. and various nonsense. Back to the chateau?
We're here for a reason. Let's take care of it.
I'm with you. I had a quick look around. There's one door into the castle that isn't under heavy guard.
So what's the problem? It's underwater? Enchanted with ancient Tevinter runes? Covered in spiders?
I can't get it open. And believe me, I tried. Bent a nice set of lockpicks in that stupid door. One of the Duke's guardsmen must have the key. They wouldn't just lock themselves out of the castle. I hope.
Why else would the party be in the garden? He probably has someone breaking a window right now.
I could make that work, actually. But in the meantime, let's find someone with a key.
We draw too much attention to ourselves. We should spread out.
Tallis and I will look for the key. In the meantime, scout out the castle for another way in.
Let's see what we can find out. Come on.
Your Grace, this is the event of the season.
You have truly outdone yourself this time, Prosper.
Ah, at last our mighty heroine. The champion of Kirkwall has the honor of first kill this day. To hunt the wyvern on its own ground is to tempt fate. A terrible risk. But the prize... I present to you this belt crafted of fine wyvern skin. Wear it well and accept the accolades you're due.
If anyone wants to laud my heroic achievements, I'm happy to listen.
Well said. Do not mind Leopold. My pet is always so temperamental before dinner.
I don't suppose Leopold knows how to fetch or play dead.
Alas, he seems to think it's our duty to amuse him. My friends, I officially welcome you all to Chateau Hain. Enjoy a taste of Orlesian hospitality.
My. I never thought you'd actually attend, champion.
I was hoping it would be a shock. Part of my plan to become the most talked about noble in Thedas.
If I'm any judge, your scheme will succeed. What do you think of the party so far?
Recommendations for people I should shut up?
The gentleman over there is Bantegan of Ferelden, younger brother of the Earl of Redcliffe. And of course, there's Lord Cyril, Duke Prosper's son.
Who are the worst in the crowd?
Do you see the two young ladies over there? That's Babette and Fifi de Lancey, daughters of the Comte de Lancey. Don't make eye contact. You'll thank me later.
I get the feeling that everyone here is a moment away from tearing each other apart.
Don't get between the Comtesse de Lancey and the wine, or we will certainly see bloodshed.
We should probably go mingle a bit more.
Sorry, Elegant. Places to go, canapes to eat. You know how it is.
You took the honor. That doesn't look like a real gold sovereign.
It's not. It's a caprice. Mother used to have a set of them when I was a child. You collect them from everyone you know, then cast them in the fountain and make a wish. That's an Orlesian high society game.
From the looks of this crowd, I guess nobody is in a wishing sort of mood.
You are Hawke, are you not? I heard about your mother. You and your uncle have my deepest condolences.
Were you a friend of hers?
I knew Leandra many years ago, before she left Kirkwall.
I don't think I got your name.
Dulcie de Lancey. My husband is the Comte de Lancey. These are my daughters, Babette and Fifi. Charmed.
What a delight.
I appreciate the kind words, but I would rather not speak of my mother's death.
Of course. Enjoy the celebration, Monsieur Hawke. The Duke is famed for his hospitality.
We're running out of Monsemont bread.
Mother used to love these coins. She never got to bring hers to the fountain.
Why not?
You don't get invited to fancy Orlesian parties when you marry an apostate. Another caprice. How many of these are there, I wonder?
The champion of Kirkwall. This is an honor indeed. Tallis?
Leliana, it's so lovely to see you again.
You look stunning this evening. Your hair is darling. Did you do it yourself?
I get the distinct impression you've met before.
Oh, briefly. A long time ago.
You meet all sorts of people in Orle. It keeps life exciting.
Well, I'm glad you two had this chance to chat.
Yes, it was very fortuitous. We shouldn't take up more of your time, Leliana. I'm sure you have things that need attention. Right now.
Put what you found to good use. I discovered more social interests. Put what you found to good use. I discovered more social interests.
An excellent party, I'm sure.
Hawke, do you even know why you're picking these coins up?
They're shiny. Don't pretend you wouldn't do it too.
My word, has anyone ever told you you're the spitting image of the champion of Kirkwall?
You have no idea how often I've heard that.
You sound Ferelden. It's good to see another countryman here. There's Perrin, but he's peculiar.
Who is this woman, Tegan?
I'm very sorry, but I didn't get your name.
Hawke.
Hawke? Oh, the champion.
Tegan, I must speak with you right now about the horrible thing Dulcie de Lancey said.
Of course. Please, excuse me, Monsieur Hawke. A pleasure to meet you. If you speak to Ban Perrin, I don't advise you to bring up the Chantry, or knickers.
You did well, Sirrah. Perhaps there is a hunter in you, after all.
Is something the matter?
My friend here has had a bit too much wine. She needs to sit down inside before she gets sick on a duchess.
Oh, I can hear the ocean in my head. Tide goes in, tide goes... Ow.
That's never a good sign.
Very well, I'll see what I can do. Just keep her a few feet away.
Let me handle him. As soon as I have the key, we can signal the others.
My, what a big sword you have. Do they give those to all the chevaliers? So impressive.
Lovely party. Well?
He doesn't have it.
What?
He forgot he'd given the key to one of the servants. What kind of guard forgets that he's locked himself out of the castle?
We'll go out there and mingle until we find a way in. Or get so full of caviar and wine we fall asleep.
Right. Nothing to worry about. This can still work. So, let's find the servant. How many could there be?
One for every cheese tray?
I'm trying to stay positive, you know.
Can I interest you in some Antivan olives? Or I have some smoked ham from the Androfels. They say it tastes of despair.
Wait, does it really? How can ham taste like despair? Why would anyone eat it if it did?
That's what the importer said. They all talk like that. This wine has notes of oak and springtime. This cheese tastes of sorrow.
Who needs more despair in their diet? What is that good for?
I've heard that artists are fond of it.
I don't suppose we could have a peek at the kitchens. I'd love to see this hopeless dish in all its glory.
I don't know. I shouldn't leave my post.
What a scandalous reprieve from olive duty. Think of what the other servants will say.
The upstairs maids will be so jealous when they find out. Very well. Follow me.
I know, right? They treat you like part of the furniture. I'm surprised they don't sit on it.
Avoid the cheese plate. Terrible. Have you got the key?
I'm usually better at this. She didn't have the key either. This isn't supposed to be so complicated.
Maybe we could steal dessert spoons and start tunneling under the wall.
That's not terrible. Hang on to that idea. The servant says she gave it to the Duke's son, Lord Cyril. Let's find him and hope he didn't pass it on to his father. So, Lord Cyril.
Excellent. Join us, champion. We were just discussing your famous confrontation with the Kunari leader.
You must tell us the tale. It was the talk of Denerim for months.
You have never been to Chateau N, yes? Please, allow me to give you this caprice. It's an old custom. My mother spoke often of Leandra. They were great friends when they were young. It's a shame neither could be here.
Where are your knickers this time, Perrin?
Shut up, you painted shrew!
What entertaining manners our guests have. Don't you agree, Hawke?
Tallis here has a message for you, Lord Cyril. It seems to be urgent.
This should only take a moment, my friends. Enjoy the party in my absence.
No, I don't have the cheese tray. You're mistaking me for... I was hoping we could just... Fine, I'll put that in the trash.
That wyvern blood has some kick, doesn't it?
This is officially my worst night ever.
Not Lord Cyril's type?
Maybe he just doesn't like elves. Or... women. Well, you've got one of those factors covered. He has the key. go get it. What? It's your turn, Hawke. Go on.
Seems like I could save time and just assume a plan will fall apart from the start.
It hasn't fallen apart. It's just, not entirely cooperating with reality. Just go try something. So good luck with that.
Thanks.
Tell the elf that her pleas are for nothing. She's pretty enough, I suppose. No doubt there are some men who would like that sort of thing.
I thought you might be a man of refined tastes.
I have a great appreciation for beauty.
I just was wondering with this. Why don't we talk again after the party?
You have it! Tell me you have it!
Was there ever any doubt?
Good, then we can find the jewel and get this over with.
You don't sound that excited.
It's simply been a long time coming. That's all.
This jewel is that important to you?
Yes, I suppose it is. I want this part of my life finished.
So soon? I heard they were just about to bring out the candied nug. I want to see that.
Let me ruin it for you. It tastes like forgotten aspirations.
Oh, you have crushed all my hopes and dreams.
Let's find that door and get inside.
I'd like to thank all the little people who made this moment possible.
Let's just get going.
Done.
What in the name?
There's no need for you to die today, friend. Just move on. You never saw us. You could have walked away.
Of course he didn't walk away. That'd be a bad trait in a guard.
I know that.
It's not like his family can say, we thought he only had to bake cookies.
There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. Enough. We're here for the heart. I'd like to do this quietly, alert as few guards as possible. What do you think?
Don't relish the thought of 24 guards chasing me around the chateau. Quiet's the way to go.
I'm glad you agree. Let's go. This part of the chateau will be crawling with guards. We'll have to try our best to keep out of sight. Or we could try to create distractions, provided you're good at throwing stones.
And if all else fails, we'll give them a sharp knock on the head.
Right, of course. Just try not to do it all the time. All right, I'm ready when you are. Be quick, but careful.
Did you hear about the Duke's meeting with the Empress?
I never listen to court gossip. That'll get you killed, my friend.
Try not to be seen. Can't speak now. I have too much to do preparing the banquet and Leopold's dinner. You don't want to see our wyvern go hungry. If you need something, ask one of the servants. Well, why are you still bothering me?
There's a problem in the courtyard. Something about a poisoned comtesse. The servants were looking for you.
A maker's breath. What have those useless elves done now? I suppose I'd better deal with this.
Keeping me off patrol.
All set. Try not to be seen.
Cursed rats.
What was that? I must be hearing things. Is someone there? Is someone there? Is someone there?
What does Babette want now?
That tea was too cold.
Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hot enough.
Or her bed's either too soft or too lumpy.
Nothing is ever just right with her. What a bitch.
Come this way.
You didn't try the cheese, did you?
Are you joking? It tastes of this... I'm not a madman.
Hold it right there!
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
Oh, my head. What was that about? Halt!
Try to be more careful.
What was that scrabbling noise?
An armor stand would serve with more distinction than you, maggots. This may be a garden party, but you will not be sipping fruity drinks and mingling. This is war. These heartless slaves to fashion would wear your skin as a cravat if they could. Never forget that. Every one of you will be prepared for battle. Do not relax for an instant.
That should do it. Done.
You dropped the pie.
I'm sorry, monsieur. It's all squashed and one of the hounds took a bite of it.
It's really not that bad. Just put it back on the plate and cover it up with some gravy.
Quickly, over here.
Where did the Duke get this? This was part of a Fog Warrior's amulet. Fenris has mentioned it. I never thought I'd see one.
Try not to be seen.
What was that? Intruders!
Try to be more careful.
Cursed rats. Is someone there? Thieves in the chateau!
No harm done.
What was that scrabbling noise? I must be hearing things. Cursed rats. Is someone there?
I can't do that.
Is someone there? I must be hearing things.
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
Is someone there? What was that? Damn blackouts, keeping me off patrol.
We're fine. Let's keep going.
What was that? I must be hearing things.
We're fine. Let's keep going.
Is someone there? Nodded off, I suppose. Hit the floor hard enough.
You're making this more difficult than it has to be.
Must be hearing things.
We're fine. Let's keep going.
Cursed rats. What was that scrabbling noise? What was that scrabbling noise? What's Stop!
We're fine. Let's keep going.
Hours in this armor, a man's gonna pass out. That's my bloody story. What was that? I must be hearing things. Someone's here. What was that scrabbling noise?
All set. Be quick, but careful. This is it.
It's never as easy as it seems, is it?
I swear I didn't know. There must be some sort of switch.
This seems oddly convenient. What's the matter?
I don't want to talk about it. Let's simply find the jewel and be done with this. Not to worry. I already have an escape route planned out.
Where did the Duke even get all these? Something wrong?
I don't know. Yes.
Don't fret, my dear.
I see the party's moved indoors.
It's not over yet.
But it is over. I knew who you were the moment you arrived. Assassin.
Assassin? I thought we were here to steal a jewel.
Then she didn't tell you. The elf is a Kunari.
You're Kunari?
It's complicated.
Everyone's got to have a job, don't they?
My, she chose you well, didn't she?
Look, I came to stop the heart from doing something we will all regret. She didn't. Leave her out of this.
And waste all the effort I spent luring you here before the heart's arrival? Don't be foolish.
Assez hasatra mas.
Mas havas trasokolon. Take them away.
The elf was Kunari.
And the dwarf has no beard. I know, it made no sense to me either. Maybe they cut her horns off.
The Kunari are not a race. They are a religion. What I don't understand is why a Kunari agent would try to kill one of her own people. And why involve the champion?
Excellent questions.
I expect answers to match.
I live to please.
I have a question. When the Duke told you what I was, you said you didn't care. Was that true?
I would have said he couldn't compare to your awesomeness, but that might have seemed petty.
I am sorry. This didn't work out like I'd planned. Obviously.
What was your plan exactly?
The one I expected to find is named Salit, a member of the Ben Hasrath, the Heart of the Many. I was told he's here to sell secrets to the Orlesians, and I came to stop him. I suppose I was misinformed.
So you came here to stop this Salit from betraying your people?
You probably won't believe me, but this isn't a political mission. It's personal.
What do you mean?
Salit was my best Rathari. The one who recruited me into the Ben Hasrith. My tutor. He's the one who saw my potential, convinced me that I could make a difference. It doesn't matter now.
But you said he was selling secrets.
He is. Or at least he intends to. One last act of defiance. I can't let him do that. Not when he'll hurt so many others in the process.
You mean he'll hurt other Qunari?
Not every Qunari is a soldier, you know. There are tens of thousands of farmers, artisans, craftsmen. People who have never hurt anyone. People whose only crime is living. They don't deserve what he's going to do to them. But it's more than my duty to stop Salit. It is my moral obligation.
You mentioned the Heart of the Many before, but you said it was the name of the jewel.
It's also what Ben Hasrith means. Some people say we're enforcers, that keep the Qunari in line, but that's not it. It's hard to explain.
Try.
We're the soul of the Qun. We keep its spirit alive and protect it, from both outside and from within. Not every Qunari agrees, nor do they always do what is best for all. The Ben Hasrith remind us of our common goal.
You make them seem almost peaceful.
It's not always meant to end in violence. There are other paths. They do not all need to lead to the same destination. I probably don't sound very convincing.
The way you're talking, it sounds like you're one of these Ben Hasrith.
I am, or I was. Whether I ever am again, I guess that remains to be seen.
Is that why you're here? To redeem yourself?
Not to them. Doubt is the path one walks to reach faith. To leave the path is to embrace blindness and abandon hope.
Another Qunari proverb?
She who swallows wisdom in tiny chunks avoids choking.
So did you really involve me just because I had an invitation?
You were the only one on the invitation list who wasn't a personal friend of the Montfort family. And you're also Basilian, remember? An outsider worthy of respect.
You know about that?
Of course. If there was anyone a Qunari should or would consider going to for help, it's you.
And what was going to happen when all this was over?
I thank you, we go our separate ways.
So I just fell off the Ferelden turnip cart, is that it?
Truth? You're not exactly what I was expecting. I've heard a few stories about you. They don't quite do you justice. Perhaps if I'd done my homework, I would have known more about you, given you the respect you deserve. Nothing I could do about it now.
So everything you told me was a lie?
Not everything.
So I just missed the part where you're one of the people I drove out of Kirkwall.
You don't need horns to embrace the Qun. What you need is a purpose, a belief in unity, in improving the lot, not only for your own people, but for everyone.
You're right. I can think of many people who would be improved by the loss of a head.
You're joking, but you're also right. That doesn't mean it's the solution for everyone.
So everyone else just loses a foot? Maybe a big toe?
Being Qunari doesn't automatically mean you're a zealot. Most Qunari don't even understand humans, why you act like you do. But I grew up among you. I understand perfectly well.
Wait, aren't you here to kill someone for the Qunari?
I never said I was killing him for the Qunari.
So you're improving his lodge? Perhaps repeatedly?
I know it's not easy to understand. After what the Arishok did, I hardly blame you. But just tell me, can you honestly say there's nothing to improve? Nothing to strive for? We believe in striving together. We may stumble, but that doesn't mean we shouldn't try.
I don't disagree.
It's who I am. I joined the Ben Hasras because I felt it meant something. Means something.
You sound like you're trying to convince yourself.
It's been a long time since I talked to anyone about it. I suppose it's not really prison cell conversation.
I suppose the good news is, with all this extra time, I can learn to knit.
Could you make me a sweater?
No.
The first order of business is getting out of here before His Grace decides we would taste good in the soup. Or whatever he has planned. Any ideas?
Oh, I'm sure the others will be along any minute now.
That's it. I'm taking the lead.
You think I'm going to trust you to find Hawke?
Could you stop with the all mages are evil diatribe for 1 minute?
They may not all be evil, but one of them in particular is extremely annoying.
That's it. I'm officially tired of waiting to be rescued.
Why didn't you just do that before?
You said your friends were coming.
There you are. Were you hurt? What happened?
Let's go anywhere but here. You lead the way.
So, back through the castle then?
There's a better way than fighting through the Duke's entire army. I'll show you.
At least we managed to find your kit.
Then we should head for the caves. That's the way out I planned to take us through originally. Unless you want to carve your way out through the Duke's army.
We'll see.
It's up to you which way you want to go, Hawke. I'll help you either way.
Maker, save me. I'll die in this place. Andraste bless you.
Treasure vaults. Wonder what Prosper keeps in here. I think if you put the right runes in there, it'll make them into something new. Each door needs its own rune, I think. Maybe I'm going crazy, but there is something odd about that painting. What do you think, Hawke? Do we get past the barriers?
Your support has meant more than I can say.
Done with my hospitality already, are we? Such a shame.
It's not that we don't appreciate the accommodations, but you know how it is.
Alas, it's too soon for my guests to leave. You will miss the main event.
I could live with that.
No, I am afraid you couldn't.
Just let her go, Prosper. It's me you want.
What I want is to ensure you cannot further hinder my plans. Do your job and kill them, Jason. Is that not why I keep you around?
That is it! Hold them! I'm releasing the pets!
with this. I don't think we're getting out this way now.
Well, that's just lovely. What now?
We'll have to go back down and through the caves I mentioned before. Although I wonder why the Duke's bodyguard ran off like that.
Perhaps he forgot to pee.
I suppose we'll find out soon enough. I think we're supposed to flip them all like that.
Funny. She didn't look brainwashed.
Just let me get you out of here safely. I owe you that much.
Are you still talking about that?
What? It's not every day I screw up so royally. I am new to this. that's Orlesian. See? Caves. Just like I said.
Are you sure this goes somewhere? Mother, we'll probably never know how this came to be here. Look at this, Hawke. I think these are landmarks scratched on the back. A map of some sort?
Do you feel that? Magic. These statues weren't created through normal means.
My eternal thanks.
Any more for me? Got everything from the chateau? The way those rocks look, I don't want to test this path more than once.
And one more. Not enough to make new pauldrons, but I'm sure I'll find a good use. Thank you, Hawke. Would you look at that? When you hold them in your palm, the quills all point the same way, like a compass.
More of these things?
There's a lake? In the middle of the mountain?
The retreat needed to house hundreds of people during the Blight, if not thousands. Can't do that without fresh water.
But it's a lake.
Oh, that. I have no idea. That's odd. I could swear there was... Trust me.
Tallis!
The Circle are not the only ones who know how to break a mage.
If my boss locked me in the dungeon, I'd think about a career change.
I do not fight for him. The Duke is a fool. His enemies are posturing, guileless lot. But you are worth testing. Prosper can fight his own battles, and I shall choose mine.
Shot too. You didn't think I was leaving, did you?
You left.
Nonsense. I found a way around. I said I'd get you out of here, and I meant it. Let's keep going. The exit can't be much further.
That should do it.
So, the Qun, huh? You just woke up one day and decided, what I really need in life is a big guy with horns telling me everything I should think.
Believe me, it wasn't that quick. Haven't you ever looked at the world and wondered where the justice is? The equality? In the Qun, everyone is welcome. Elves, humans, it doesn't matter what you look like, where you come from. There's a place for you.
Unless you're a mage.
You won't find that anywhere in Thedas.
There, an exit.
And there's the way out. See? I told you I had a plan. It was a good plan. The kind that had an escape and everything.
Not a monster lair. That is a good sign.
So you could go. There are, however, other options.
Oh, I suppose there's room for a cot, but where would we put the dinner table?
You've been so reasonable since we were captured. I'm hoping that hasn't changed. What Salit is going to do will harm so many innocents, my people as well as yours. It's my duty to stop him. Even so, I can't do it alone. Not anymore.
Explain what's so terrible about Salit's plan.
I can't. Not completely. And yes, I know. That's a hard sell. The information Salit plans to turn over to Orlais won't just hurt Qunari, however. It will harm anyone living in Qunari lands. Even those who fled the Qunari of any race will be condemned to persecution forever.
It couldn't just be a way to convince me to help you again, I suppose.
If only it was. I'm not here on some directive from the Qun. I came... Salit was declared Tal-Vashoth, but they didn't deem intervention worthwhile. I couldn't agree. I had to try.
Doesn't that make you Tal-Vashoth as well?
No. The Ben Hasrath didn't order me not to do this, but here I am anyway. I was trying to earn my way back into their good graces. This probably won't help.
Why? What did you do?
It's not easy being an elf in the Qun. You're not born to it like they are. I've struggled to find that peace, that certainty. I know it's there, I just keep falling short. What about you? Have you ever been a part of something bigger than just yourself?
Big things have tried to eat me. Does that count?
The Qunari have a vision of what life should be like. Free from pain and fear and doubt. You see tyranny, and I see caring and interest in the welfare of all. Yes, it could be better, but so could human indifference and cruelty. Or do you disagree?
No, you have a point.
Then help me stop this before it goes too far.
What did you have in mind, exactly?
Well, we could go back, maybe have some tea with the Duke, get to know one another. Then, just as he starts to trust us, you slip a bag over his head, and we drag him to Antiva.
No, not Antiva, you fiend.
Or, we could find out when Salit is arriving, and stop him before it's too late.
You know how to argue. But my options are...
Follow or don't. It's pretty much that simple. There are two paths open to us. I hope you really do understand what's at stake. Thank you, Hawke. Thank you.
so we are helping the Qunari.
I told you, there are many innocent lives at stake as well.
And how many innocents have the Qunari slaughtered? Ugh.
I knew you were a worthless traitor the moment I laid eyes on you.
Baron Arlange. So nice to see you again.
You filthy turnip! You humiliated me!
sign of your man, I assume?
Tell the Shah. Like Salit, but for sale. He must be close.
These creatures live on this mountain.
Be thankful they're not high dragons.
Good point. We found the location.
Maybe you should join the Kyun, Fenris.
We could go together. I'd be happy to sew your mouth shut.
Ben Hasraf.
Ebala Maras. Bendar Salit Asit.
Zatareth Barak. Alat Kufir Abbas.
Atasraval. Pana Hedan. Salit is already here. He's meeting with the Duke at the base of the mountain.
Then we're going the wrong way.
We need to get down there before it's too...
This is where the quills were pointing.
Let's get this over with, Canary, before your assassins find us. Already I regret agreeing to spare them.
I have chosen my path. That choice should not...
Marshera! I'm here to facilitate your deal with the Empress. Nothing more. Well, names, Your Grace. It's a list of names. What is the meaning of this?
You asked for a weapon. I am providing it.
We expected the formula for black powder, dreadnought plans, a map of Cunandar, anything. This is useless. Your Grace. Champion. I should have known you would turn up.
I have an excellent sense of dramatic timing. And good hair.
Joke while you can. You will not find it funny for long.
Tallis.
I said I would stop you, Salit.
And I said I would slay you if you tried.
If anyone is to do any slaying, it will be me.
Kill them all! You should never have come here, Ferelden!
Focus fire on the Duke! Remember to stay showcase that wizard!
That's right, you heard me!
I have more than one trick up my sleeve!
Let's finish this!
I warned you about the venom, did I not? On your knees, dog!
My better such low manners! What fine folly! I hope!
Avoid the venom! It's something with everything!
Did you get the gold? Release the dogs! Excellent, hero! Well done, my pet! Excellent! I will teach you your place! My arrows blot out the sun! me! The Empress will hear of this! Orlais will burn Kirkwall to the ground! All of you will die screaming! I swear it!
I would have tried begging for mercy, but that's just me.
You filthy whore!
Thank you for the lovely party. I'll treasure the belt.
They never learn.
Looks like the Duke has fallen from grace.
Atash Varin Kata. If the Duke only knew what he nearly had in his grasp. Thank you. There's no way I could have done this without your help.
What is the scroll?
This is a list of agents throughout Thetis. Qunari, like myself. Many of them have children, family, friends. They're people you wouldn't suspect. Some have even left a Qun behind. But if this list fell into human hands, they, and everyone they know,
would be killed.
The Arcune believes they knew the risks. But what about the innocents? I couldn't let this happen.
You didn't mention that Salit was a friend of yours.
He trained me. I suppose, in a way, he saved me. I owed him a better death.
So what now? You aren't just going to leave, are you?
You think I would fit into your merry entourage?
We're hardly merry.
It's true. Some of them hardly ever crack a smile.
Well, that's just sad, isn't it? Maybe some other time, Hawke. I still have a few things to do, but I am grateful. I want you to know that.
That's what I do. Feed the sick, cure the poor, pat the hungry on the head.
Kill nasty Orlesians.
Are there any other kind?
Oh, before I forget. That was going to be the heart of the many. You'd find a jewel, while I'd go off and find Salit, and be back before anyone was the wiser. I suppose nothing ever goes like we plan, does it? Take care of yourself, Hawke. Maybe we'll meet again, sometime.
Let me guess. You haven't seen Tallis since that day.
A safe assumption, given her nature.
And who is left to appease Orlais after a duke's murder at the hands of the champion of Kirkwall?
Prosper invited it by dealing with Talvishoth, possibly under orders from Empress Celine. Imagine the scandal if that was known.
If you believe a Qunari agent.
Well, that's the difficult part, isn't it? I don't know why Hawke helped Tallis. I suppose she was pretty for a Qunari. Whatever the reason, I doubt it's the last we've seen of her. But what do I know? I just tell stories.